Welcome back to our Astrox Imperium Let's Play Poorly. Last we were here, we had a couple missions to finish up. We have to bring, we have to bring these the shield generator back to Junka Refinery, and then we have to kill this guy in Lelki, which is where we are now, which means there's the guy right there. Let's go get him. Gotta turn on our friendly fire and turn on our weapons. Let's go get him. Oh, I forgot. I'm low on energy. Oh, well, didn't matter. He's dead. Alright, do we have any stuff that we can grab here? How close do we have to get? I can never remember how close we have to be. About 500. Nothing there. Got a little bit of stuff there. Okay. That's done. Now we need to get back to Legistron and then Junka Refinery. Okay, so Legistron is... Okay, Junka Refinery is down there. Legistron is where? Okay, so they're both about the same distance. So we'll stop off here first. We'll stop off here first. In we go. Watch. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, that's another jump. Okay. It's interesting that they all look different. That one looks like that. That one looks like that. Yeah. I wonder what that is. I wonder if there's like some meaning behind that, or if it's just a randomly selected model. Alright, going to Legistron. I think after we do these two missions, it's time for more exploring. It really is. It's time to see what's out there in the world. Alright, we got our money. That's a crap ton of money. Now we go to the other one. And that one's in Junka Refinery. Do that. Oop. Undock. And go. We're gonna make so much money. We got almost 8 million at this point. We need to find some more university stuff. We definitely need to do some upgrades. We've got 45 skill points. It's not a lot, but we definitely have more money than we have skill points relative to how many are used for each skill level increase. But that's okay. We'll go out and find some stuff at some distant system. The next place we need to be is in Lelki to go and check these three out. So that's what we'll do after we drop off. So we have to go to Lelki first to get to Bijou. There we go. Yeah, see, now they look different. It's interesting that they all have these different visual qualities to them. And it's unclear what the rationale is. I mean, maybe it has to do with faction. I'm not sure how it's generated. There we go. Okay. Going to Junka. There's our money. Oh my god, we've got so much money now. What do we got in the university? Anything that we want from the university. Let's see. Electronics, no. Support, no. Service, no. Missions, no. Oh, nothing good. There's nothing good here. Ooh. Another 41 skill points. Holy moly. We are sitting pretty now. Pilot, no. Ship, no. Excavation, yeah, but we don't really need any of that at the moment. Weapons, yes. Beam cycle, yeah. Beam cycle rate. Okay, let's grab that little one there. That one's not so much. Focal range is range. Beam maintenance. Durability. The beam modules. Most modules don't seem to expire. Don't die out. Very quickly. They don't take damage. They don't. What's the word I'm looking for? Degrade. They don't degrade very quickly. They used to, back in older versions of the game, they used to degrade really, really fast, which honestly I kind of miss. I miss having to, keep paying maintenance and stuff. Do we do one more? No, I don't think we do one more. And then, okay, so it's basically just weapons. Okay, so here we are in Mayfair. We need to go Lelki, and then we're going to go, let's try Pamaxo Ageno first. We have not been very far. I mean, there's 50 systems in this game, in this sandbox. And we've only been to what? 6 of them? Okay. Let's find these. So there we go. That's the one we want. I would like to get into more dangerous zones, honestly. Because these are all 9s and 10s. I want to get into a place where we're actually going to end up having to fight some things. Like on a fairly regular basis. Maybe even grab some loot. Make a little bit of money that way. I know there's a whole lot of game mechanics that I haven't tried yet. Station building, the warp jump stuff, the warp drives, all that stuff I have never done, even though I've been playing this game for a while. Alright, let's see. Do a passive scan. Check that, check that. Check out what time. Okay, these are Quasar. I don't need to go there. Oh, no! Didn't want to go here. Let's go back to wherever we were. Well, now we know this is another hub. Okay. So Tadlau, Pow, we have to... That's got the Imperium Bank. Okay. Let's see. Got Quasar ore. We got whatever that is. Oh, I need to clear those. What are you? What are you? You're a fun-looking ship, but what kind of dude are you? You a good guy or a bad guy? Can't tell. Alright, is there a station here? Doesn't appear to be a station here. No. So, okay, well then let's actually just go to where we accidentally popped up. Alright. There's a lot more ships out here. There's an Imperium Bank. That's Quasar ore. There's a Labor United. There's no other warp, so that's a dead end area. Okay, let's go check out the why is that turned on? Did I turn that on by accident? Did I turn on my permanent passive scan? I think I may have. That's okay. Turned it off. There we go. Let's get out to the Imperium Bank. Maybe there's some missions out here. What kind of zone am I in, by the way? Commerce at 8.2 security level. Okay. I definitely need to sell these, the Atomite and the light armor bomb. Just don't need them hanging around. Just make a tiny bit of money. Nothing great there. Okay. Do we have a university? Electronics? Okay, we could... Alright, maybe... No, damn. Not much. Okay, this is one thing I could get. Improvement of negotiations and my loyalty. No fleet. No pilot. There's some ship. Okay. We could do the food systems. Let's just get that one taken care of. Excavation. Don't need at the moment. And then the weapons. Yeah, I really wish I could find one of the university skills to improve my my training speed or something, you know. All right, let's check missions. That'll take us back to where we were. Let's check the market. What's in demand here? Basic sensors. Capacitors are in really high demand, apparently. Alright, let's see about capacitors. Maybe we can buy and sell some capacitors. I have those in kin. Let's go capacitors. Kin and Cecil. Kin, I think, is closer. No, Legistron is closer. Oh, we haven't been to the market there, have we? We haven't been to the market there. Oh, no. All right. Let's go to the market over there, because that's a gap. Right? Yeah, that's a gap. We've got the Imperium Bank now. Alright, capacitors in the Imperium Bank. I think this is the sell price, right? 204 for the sell. For the buy price is going to probably be better. Legistron. Yeah, we don't have that, so we definitely need to grab that. Oh no, that's farther away than I thought. Well, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. I'm going to go ahead and pause the record. There we go. That way, we don't have to wait for me that whole time. Let's go back to the game. There we go. Oh, this is such a beautiful game. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Okay. Market. There we go. Now, let's see. Capacitors. Selling them for 214. High markup. Blah. Well, now hopefully we have it. Oh, not yet. We still have to leave because there's a bug. Apparently, I was updated by Momo when I made the bug report that we weren't getting market updates until after we exited the station. He said that that was a bug, and should have that fixed in the next update. So, all right. So let's go to kin. Let's see what kin looks like. Capacitors, 183, 98. Ooh, Cecil. That's it. That's it. That's where we're going. Going to Cecil. It's a long-ass way to do this trade. Those guys over in Pamaxo, or is it? No, it's no, it's in Tadlo. They're in dire need of capacitors. There's Cecil. Right? You can't tell me this is not absolutely gorgeous. And the music, it's got a vibe. The vibe of this game is just so elegant. All right. Market. Capacitors. Let's buy them all. Spending 63,500 roughly. Got all the capacitors in the world. They're all out of stock now. Now that I'm here, I always forget to check the news, right? I never bother to check the news, and I really should. Commerce has restocked. So yeah, the way this works is basically events in the game that get randomly generated affect markets, affect various other things. So for example, this one here, food synthesis is leveled out in Axad's Eames, which we haven't been to yet, but it means that if you end up needing to use your life support, before this happened, apparently it was going to be rough. The starlight levels returning to normal now, so previously it was a bad time. Over here, the civil council member referendum. I'm not really sure what that one's going to do, but it probably does something. Atmospheric hydration, that is also affecting the life support. This is a social thing. Here we go. Commerce, meaning the commerce faction, have been on the rise. Yeah, market supply has been on the rise. Both sides are happy, very happy to find a profitable trade agreement for everyone involved. Commerce has restocked a number of its stations. Sovereign has restocked a number of its stations. And so if you run into those kinds of situations where you have a really good trade route because of low quantity in one zone, and then suddenly they restock, you're going to lose your trade route profit advantage. And that's just because the universe continues on alongside you, and that is controlled by these randomly generated events, which you can set up the quantity, the frequency of these events in your sandbox. So if you don't want this, if you don't want these things to happen, you can turn it off or turn it way down. If you want these things to be rapid fire and completely volatilize your game, which can be a very big challenge, if you're into that sort of thing, then you will crank them all the way up. So yeah, that is cool. But the only complaint that I have is that right now, at least, the only way to get that information is by going to the lounge in the station. I think I've convinced Momo to add like billboards and stuff where, well, I didn't convince him to do that. I told him I had this complaint, and he came up with the idea of adding billboards in and around stations that show the news, show little bits of news clips. I really do think, personally, that the best thing for this would be a ticker along the bottom of the screen right here that you could open and hide, right? Just like this. Right? When you come down here, there's a little ticker on the right-hand side that gives you the news updates live. That personally would be the ideal solution that doesn't interfere with the aesthetics of the game, but it does give you access to like a global news source that you would be able to I gotta find the station. There we go. That you'd be able to track, and so you could keep up to date of what's going on in the universe, make decisions based on that without having to land at a station and go to the lounge and read through them that way, because you don't get those updates in real time. At that point, you have to do it in a station, and so stuff like that could be out of date relative to the kinds of stuff that you're trying to do. I mean, it could impact a trade in the middle of the trade process, in which case maybe you shouldn't have done it, right? So now we go back to lounge, and you can see here, these are all here. This was the last one that was in there, and now these next two have appeared. Starlight reduction, drop in waste, yeah. I wish I knew what the current date was. This is showing the timestamp, but I don't know what my actual time is. Where is it? Where is the time listed? That's the other problem. It's like I don't know how long ago these events occurred. I know now, right now, because the last time I was in a lounge, I saw that one, not these two. So I know it's sometime shortly after 42105. But yeah, again, it leaves me a little bit in the dark in a way that I find slightly annoying. All right. Current and high demand. We're going to get it for 174. Yes. We're going to make almost double. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I can get on board with that. What is this guy supplying? Discounts. We'll look at the highest discounts. Sort by. Can I sort by? No, I can't sort by discount, unfortunately. 63% on advanced thrusters. Like I think he's so close on this market stuff. I think he's just so close. So close to having the best trade interface of any space game that I've seen. He's just like inches away. And all it would need is for the journal to update when it needs to, like have the market on the journal update when you arrive at a station. For there to be information about both the buying price and the selling price here. Because we never really see what the buy price is, only the sell price. And then for the market, for the news ticker, the news information to be more readily accessible, so that you can game the system, as it were. You can game the trade market, and I don't mean game in terms of like the computer game, but like you could manipulate the market in a way that conforms to the way the universe is playing out, so that it's not cheesing. You're actually just taking advantage of the tools in the game and playing it correctly, right? Just that little bit more, just so close, and then it would just be absolutely phenomenal. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and since we have a 63% off discount, gonna go ahead and buy all of those. That's gonna set me back 204, and then I'm gonna find a place to sell advanced thrusters. And okay, yeah, and that's the other thing. Is like I want to be able to tell. Nobody's selling them. Okay. I would like to be able to tell. Only Ken has those, and that's advanced thruster. Okay. I would like to be able to tell if this information here is about something that it's buying, something that it's selling, something that's that it's supplying, something that it demands, and so on. All right, so advanced thruster here or advanced thruster there. So we're going to go there. That's probably a decent price, I think. I think that's higher. That's the sell price though, not the buy price. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I'm so excited because a year ago, even 6 months ago, the trade mechanics, the trade gameplay loop in Astrox was far below the quality level of everything else in the game. There was a lot of obtuseness to it. It didn't provide you the data that you would normally expect to be able to find in basically any environment that comes after the existence of the internet, right? Like, you should be able to get the kind of data that you need. You shouldn't have to guess. And things like the market in the market list in the journal, I don't think it was even there, or if it was, it didn't give you the price or something. It was just like, it was rough. It was so rough. You just could not make advantageous trades without being just incredibly lucky, or spending so much time just searching and going to every single station, writing down the number, writing down the prices. And that was my main critique, is that if the game demands that you use a pen and paper to optimize, to not even to like minimax, but just to optimize in a very vague sense, the kind of vague sense that I normally play this kind of stuff. If you have to use a pen and paper to do it, the game has failed you, because it is 2022, and you should be able to do it in the game, right? That data should be available in the game. We are not limited in terms of the data that the game can provide us. So it just didn't have it, but now it does. And Astrox now has some of the best, like sort of the best fluid trade that I've seen in any game of its type. There are only those few things that I think that it needs to improve on to just become absolutely phenomenal. The simplicity of the interface is what helps, because you could do this kind of stuff in, say, Elite Dangerous, but it's just that interface is a joke. You could do it in Elite with a mod, but you don't really get visibility at other stations. You don't get to see what their prices are. I mean, you know, because the types of those systems. But again, that's lame, right? Like that's too simplistic. So things like that. It's just Astrox has it so close to being perfect. All right, now after that diatribe, what the heck am I doing? All right, we're gonna find out if I can make some money. Not too much. Yeah, it's not a lot here. So the station buying price is $32.76 for that quantity. So I make a tiny profit, which is unfortunate. But again, yes. See, so that's the thing. Like I wish I had been able to know that, right? When I left the other station, before I left the other station, I would have liked to know that I could actually make a decent profit. Because as it is, now remember, this number is the sell price before I landed at the station. The sell price is $78.38. The buy price is about half that, but I didn't know that, right? There's no way to know that here, which is unfortunate. Now, if I try to buy those, there they are. That's the price, right? And it was buying for a very low amount. I wish I had been able to see that. That is something that would have been helpful in order to correctly analyze the likelihood of an advantageous trade. So what's in demand over here? We've got about 2-3 minutes. I'll do one more, just to sort of give a run through of exactly what the limitations are with the current system. Let's take a look at assorted springs, because that is the price there is pretty decent. That's the highest price in the list, so we could potentially make a good profit. Yeah, 100%, 50% markup. We could potentially make a good profit if we can find some assorted springs. Oh, and what was it? What was that? 210.83. Now, is that the buy price or the sell price? The price that they're buying it at, or the price that they're selling it at? Not sure. It's unclear. Probably the price they would be selling it at. Yes, correct. Okay, station's selling price is $211. So the buy price is going to be lower than that. By how much? Oh, crap. Assorted springs. Okay, sorry. We're looking for assorted springs. But first we want to do this, just because this is how we have to do it, right? Awards. And this is where we left off last time. Increase in production at missionary market supply in missionary region. So if we knew that we were looking for, oh, come on, what are we looking for again? Assorted springs. And if we knew there was a missionary station somewhere around, which I don't think we have access to one of those yet. Right, this is Outlaw, that's Alpha, Sovereign, Labor, Sovereign, Commerce. We don't have one. we could potentially find one that's supplying assorted springs and make a hefty profit, but we don't have that visibility yet. We just haven't been far enough. Haven't been around enough. Okay, so assorted springs. We see it says Kin has these, sells these, but they don't have any right now. So there should be some kind of indicator here that that's the case. Cecil has them, and let's see what Cecil looks like in terms of assorted springs. 70. That is the sell price, not the buy price, and we want to buy at 70. Kin is selling them at 211, so they're not going to buy it at 211. They might buy it at half that, so we'll make 30 profit with each spring. They have 694. Let's see if that plays out. But you see where the problem is, right? In terms of just like I have to make some guesswork here. The kind of guesswork that doesn't make sense in space. Right? Doesn't make sense ever since, well, 1993, when the World Wide Web was developed, right? And certainly after Web 2.0, when you started getting things like Amazon and web commerce, and you started having business-to-business intranets and internets that provide price updated to the second price data, buying and selling across the entire planet, right? It doesn't make sense unless there's some kind of storyline reason, which is not evident. It does not make sense for us not to be able to get that information if we get the other kind of information, right? We should be able to get the buy prices and the sell prices at every station, not just the sell prices. Okay, market. Springs. Sorted springs. Nearly 700 of them. We're spending about 49K. 9% off because they have a fair number of them. Let's do that. Now, if I were playing this a little bit more efficiently, I would obviously be doing multiple types of trade. I would be doing multiple things. And now I have totally lost the thread. And this is because I've been talking. It has nothing to do with the game. I have lost the thread of where I was before. I think demand was... where is it? What was the demand? It was assorted springs was demand. It was Imperium? Was it Imperium? Jenka? Oh no. Oh, it was Kin. Oh, right, because I'm not in Kin. Yeah, okay. Going back to Kin. And it helps that this is just one jump over, right? This does make this a bit of a good trade route. Now, as trade routes go, it's going to normalize, right? It's going to revert to the mean once I start buying and selling. If I start, if I do buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, if that's even available. I think I took all of the supply at the other station. Then obviously the prices will start to normalize, and I will no longer make that profit, which is great. Again, that's how it's supposed to work. It doesn't work that way in some games, like in Elite and stuff. The prices tend to just stay where they are. You can get mods like Stranger's World Economy mod, which will affect the normalization of the prices. But some games just don't do that. Astrox does. All right, let's sell our springs. Buying wow, okay, they're buying at 200. Okay, a lot higher than I thought. They're only selling it for a little bit more. Brilliant. There we go. Now, if we do a search for springs, they're still selling it at 211 with a discount of 75% off. They had a markup of 150% before. I'm not sure what that's going on. That's also confusing to me a little bit. But it is what it is. I do think that if we got the buy prices in the journal and a couple of those other things that I mentioned, we would be rocking this. Anyway, yeah. So we're now at 34 or 35 minutes. So I've been talking way too long on this little treatise about the economics of Astrox. So I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.